Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for stopping by. I'm so happy to have you here. If you're new here, I'm Hwin and I talk a lot about manga on this channel. Today I want to show you guys everything that I bought and read in December. It was such a good month to wrap up the year 2024 and I'm so excited to show you what I have today. I got so many good reads out this month and one of them even made me cry. I'm gonna section this video into 3 parts. So the first part would be the ongoing series that I'm collecting. Second parts are for all the new series that I picked up this month. And the last part would be one little special section of something I have never had on this channel before. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so the first stack of today of the series that are ongoing, I have 6 different books to show you. First of all, I have 7 Time Loop Volume 6, an ongoing series that also have an anime that I believe finished its season 1 not long ago. I don't think we have any new about season 2, but I really hope that it get another season based on how popular this series is. I'm not caught up with this series. I'm up to volume 3, but I'm really waiting to get up to volume 7 or 8 first, and then I'm gonna binge reading this whole series. With volume 6, we continue to focus on Rishi's plan to stop the war that is brewing in her past. And we got to see more moments of the main couples as well, so I'm really looking forward to read this when I have the time to. Next is from an ongoing series that's still my top favorite series of all time. We have Brat volume 12, and this was another 10 out of 10 volume for this series. I am so obsessed with this series. I'm so obsessed with both Naruse and Yuki, our main leads. They are both so adorable together, and in this volume we finally get to meet Naruse's family as well as see more progression in their relationship. What I love the most about this series is that they don't stop at high school. This series actually will now follow our characters into university life, and I'm so excited to find out more in the next volume. I cannot wait to have all 23 volumes of this series in my collection. Can I also say as well, this is such a beautiful pink that they have for this volume. Is so fitting to the stories that we get to see in this volume as well. 10 out of 10, love it. Gonna come back to this volume a lot more time. Next is another pink cover, and it's also from Yen Press, and it's actually not the latest installment. I just finally be able to pick up the next volume of this series. We have Business Proposal Volume 2. I am adoring this color. Oh my god, I think I just love anything pink related or like really pastel color related. So this is a manhwa. This story follows a business proposal between a handsome CEO and a girl who pretended to be her rich friend to go on a blind date with this guy. This is such a hilarious series. It's such a feel-good series. I also watched the K-drama that aired on Netflix a few years ago, and I just recently rewatched it and it's still so funny. 10 out of 10. I love it so much. So I'm very excited to keep collecting this series, but obviously because this is a full color series, it is so much more expensive than the normal manga book that we have. Therefore, I'm really slow on picking it up. I'm only able to picking this up now that there was a few sales going on at the end of the year, and that's allowed me to pick this up and have the next volume in my series. Really excited to check out this one. Next is another beautiful series that is up there on my top favorite series, and it's also pink feature. But we have The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity Volume 3. Look at this gorgeous illustration of our main characters as well as her best friend. I love it so much. It is so heartwarming. Oh my god. So the story continues with now the 2 friend groups of our male lead and female leads now interact with each other, and it is another amazing volume. I love it so much. I think this series is coming out pretty quick, which I'm absolutely grateful for. I think volume 4 is already on the way to, and yeah, you bet I'm gonna devour that volume as soon as it show up at my front door. Another great read of this month. The last 2 volumes I have for the ongoing series I have picked up. I'm like a broken record at this point, but genuinely these are so great. I'm genuinely recommend this to anyone that's looking for a new read for the new year. But we have Don't Call It Mystery volume 5 and 6. This is a volume to fill up the last gap in my series, and the latest volume this series volume 11, 12. So these come as an omnibus, so each of these volume contain 2 volumes of the Japan release. So I finally got volume 5 and 6 in my collection. Now I have no more gap. And then we have the latest volume, also really gorgeous cover. I really like Yumi Tamura art of this series. Very mystery, really live up to the name. I haven't read this volume yet. I'm still at volume 8 of this series and really hope I can catch up soon, because I remember when I first read it, it was generally a page turner and I couldn't put it down, and I had to stop because there was no more volume out in English. So yeah, I bet when I pick it up again, I'm going to be binging it all night. And that's all the ongoing series that I collected. Next will be all the new series that I picked up this month. So first we have the series that make me cry. We have Colette Decides to Die Volume 1. I finally have it, and I'm finally able to read this series in physical, and I finally understand the hype and the recommendation and everything people talk about in this series. It is generally deserve all the hype, all the reviews, all the positive recommendation that it received. It is everything I need, I wanted, and more. Series follow an exhausted workaholic apothecary called Colette, and she jumped into a well that leads to the realm of the dead instead of, she actually passed away. And here she met the Lord of the Dead, Hades. And as she navigates this newfound discovery and newfound relationship with people at the realm of the dead, gain new lessons, as us readers also learn new perspective from this series as well. And there was so many story, and there was particularly one story on the second half of the book that made me actually cry for how real it is and for how relatable it can be to, I think, everyone at one point in their life. So really highly recommend this series. I'm really looking forward to volume 2. Next is actually not a volume 1, but a new series that I decided to pick up finally, and it's a very popular series as well. We have the Apothecary Volume 12, the latest installments of this amazing, gorgeous, mystical, beautiful, hilarious series. Volume 12, also known as the series of the frog incident. If you know, you know. And if you don't know, please give this series a chance, and it is worth it to know what is this frog incident about. Another beautiful volume to this series. I'm really cannot wait for volume 13, appreciating all the extra color art pages. I love the illustration so much. And if you haven't heard, this series also had an anime that finished its first season last year, and the second season actually happening right now. I think it's up to episode 3 now. Definitely check it out if you haven't, and check it out if you want to see whether or not the manga is worth diving in. Next volume is from Tokyo Pop Love X Love Division, one of the recent heroine aristocrat setting magic series. We have I was reincarnated as the heroine on the verge of a bad ending, and I'm determined to fall in love. I quite enjoy this volume. I don't typically enjoy this type of setting or series because I can't relate to it, but this one in particular, I really like the setup of the magic system. I think it's quite well done that they do put in some time to set up the magic system and to actually use it or refer back to the magic system later on or in the other scenarios. And so far I quite enjoy the different melees in the series, and I also liked our female lead. So solid read. I think about like 7 out of 10 for me. So yeah, quite excited to check out the next one. Next is something I got but I haven't read, and this is also going to show you how obsessed I am with this particular series. But we have Apothecary Diaries light novel volume 1. Yes, I also picked up the light novel. I'm aware that the light novel has been translated digitally by J Novel for a while, but to have it finally in a physical form and being published by Square Enix, I was quite excited. And generally the material we got from the novel is so much far ahead from the manga, so being a big fan of this series, I definitely have to get the light novel version and to read my way beyond what's happening in the manga. Next is a very gorgeous buy that I have, very unexpected buy for me as well, but seriously one that make me have no regret at all for getting it. This is my first GL series ever. We have the guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. This is a Kinokuniya exclusive cover version, so it will have a different cover to what you would see in other bookstore. This version also come with a shikishi looking like this, and I think that was such a gorgeous gift that come with this beautiful series. This series for the two teenager where we have Aya loves listening to rock, but this is not something that other friends in her classroom share until she meets a cool stylish employee at a city shop looking really mysterious, and she has a crush on this guy. Odd. The guy she was interested in wasn't a guy at all. It turns out to be someone much closer to her than she had thought. And this series is so sweet, and it's like wrenching my heart as I read it. It was so fun, but also so sweet, and I love all the details they had on the music and how rhythms can be a great connection between two seemingly strangers. Love it. Highly recommend it. Next is a very cute series that comes from Square Enix that I didn't expect myself to like it at all. We have Always a Cat, How I Bunched My Way into Marrying a Prince, Volume 1. After listening to Laura recommending about this series, I was like, this sounds interesting. I'm gonna give it a try. And I actually ended up really liking it. Like, I really like a female lead, but then also our male lead, who turns out to be a really clingy type boyfriend, which is up my alley. I really love it. I ended up crunching through this, and I ended up eating through this first book so quick. I cannot wait for the second one. I think this is such a cute, fun read if you're looking for something light and hilarious. And finally, on this session, it is actually a one-shot, not a first series, but also the top read of December for me. Maybe because I'm a little bit biased toward the author, but we have Hoteri Hotette First Kids, which is an anthology of 4 different series retelling the first kiss of each of the couple in each story. And this was so much more enjoyable than I expected. I really love Kokozuki's works. She also the author of the upcoming series Fall in Love, You False Angels, which is my absolute favorite ongoing right now that I am so hype about because her arts are gorgeous, but then her storytelling is also top notch. I love her storytelling so much. The way that she arranged the panels, arranged the text, and just how she illustrated the emotions of our character was so amazing. I can see she really do her due diligence, and for each of these short stories she always starts with the panel that draw you right in, and then the way she ends a story actually feel like a complete ending. What I usually hate about one shot is that when it ends, it feel like I want more. I don't want this to end. Why does it end already? But for each of these story, once it ends, I'm so satisfied with the ending. I feel like that was a perfect answer to the question that set out at the start of the story, and she execute the story beautifully. I think my favorite story would be Miyabi and Miyabi. The other great things is that each of the 4 stories, even though they focus on high school, they explore a completely different type of relationship dynamic. Honestly, just explore a good range of relationship in high school, and I really enjoy it. Definitely highly recommend if you're looking for a good anthology that you can read in one sitting. Plus the art is beautiful. Have I mentioned you that the art is beautiful? Love it. And with that, now is the special section of this video of something I have never bought before, but I'm afraid will be the start of something new in this channel. I got 2 Japanese manga volumes that I purchased this month. One of them is a special edition of the series How I Met My Soulmate that recently came out in Japan. It is the volume 6 of the series with the alternate cover. So the original cover looked different. It looked like this, but this is how the alternate cover look. And the reason why I want to grab this edition is because of the extra special art collection that comes with it. So this series is by Anashin, which is another author that I really love. They're the same author that do Waiting for Spring, and I admire the art of these post series, particularly the fashion sense that go into it. Not to mention How I Met My Soulmate is one of my top series as well, but more importantly it's this special art collection. Collect all the color art that Anashin has done for the series, and they are gorgeous. They are so beautiful. I'm so excited to have this because I do love to sit and admiring the art, particularly beautiful art that is up to my alley, and just appreciate the hard work that the author has put through all these pages. Really love this. So that is the first Japanese volume I got this month. Super excited about. The second volume that I get is actually just a standard volume, but I love the cover too much to not have it. So this is volume 9 of My Love Story with Yamano-kun at level 999. I really appreciate that this series finally published in English. Personally, I enjoy the original cover and the design so much more. I don't know, it just seemed more fitting. If I just have this on my display, it would look so freaking pretty, so lovely. It's just really nice to have a series I love so much in physical, I guess. I'm really excited to have it. But there you go everyone, that was everything I bought and read for the month of December. Let me know what was your most favorite buy and read for December as well. Always keen to check out new series. I may not mention about it, but definitely check out all the recommendations that you guys put down in the comment. Thank you so much for watching. Happy New Year if you are celebrating the Lunar New Year, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!